Karis, happy daily as a horse that's been in great form for you recently. He's now gone back-to-back and he runs again this Thursday. How is he?
Yeah, he's doing well, Nick. I sat on him at work and he seems to be in good shape. He's doing everything right at the moment. He's got some confidence from that last win he won, and just looking forward to riding him again.
An extra £6 on his back, Karis, obviously a big weight, top end of class 4. How much tougher does that make things for him?
Yeah, of course, things will start getting a bit tougher for him, but I think he's got a bit of class to still carry the weight. Some time will tell, how much he can get in the rating, but his last win was very promising. If he gets the right run in a race, I think he can pull it off again.
And with all due respect to your rivals, it does look a winnable race, even under top weight, if he can carry it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, I think he's got a bit of class still in him, and of course, respect to all the other runners. But I think, like I say, if he can get some luck in the run, he can pull it off.
And just talking of a touch of class, we spoke on race day, obviously, after the big win of Romantic Warrior. Just to reflect on that once again, if you may, what a performance and what a horse he really has become.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, it was lovely for me to be able to ride a horse like that, and of course, he's got a lot of ability. The way he went to fresh that horse, it takes a very good horse to do that. So I'm very excited about his performance going forward.
And do you feel he's the type of horse that will go through the whole series and continue to step up?
Well, he should be, because the way he ran last time, he's very switched off, and he's got a turn of foot. And those kind of races, this is what you want. You want them to slip and then quicken up the last bit. Of course, he's gonna be get more competitive going through, but I think it's gonna be okay.
Blake, Cordyceps Six is a horse that you'll jump on board for trainer Richard Gibson this weekend. He's a classy type of sprinter, isn't he?
He is, yeah. I think he's a very classy type. He's a horse on the rise. He's a young horse, and to do what he's done today, I think that speaks volumes of his ability, and I'm delighted to pick up the ride. I beat him last time with a very nice horse in Carroll Street, and like I said, I'm rapt to pick up the ride, and I think he's got a great chance.
Yeah, you're certainly well placed to obviously judge the race itself. I mean, just on that race last time, obviously you did win it on Carroll Street. What was your take on obviously his performance in chasing you?
Look, I thought the race was a very high pressure race. It was a test of speed and stamina from a long way out, and I, fortunately enough, was in the right position to slipstream Cordyceps Six. He had to do the chasing on leading Fortune from about the 600, and probably that took its toll late. So with a big weight tomorrow, I know we've got a great turn of foot, and if I can just ride him with a bit of a cushy run that he likes to be ridden like, he's got to go close to winning, I think.
And his recent trial, Blake, obviously you had the luxury of having a sit on him. I mean, he really did hit the line strongly.
He did. He trialled beautifully. He's a lovely horse to ride. He does everything right. He goes about his business, exactly how you want a horse to do their work, and he impressed me greatly. And he's just a no-nonsense type of horse.
And this association with Richard Gibson hasn't started too badly as well. I think it's only a couple of rides for a winner now.
Yeah, that's correct. It's taken a little while for Richard to come on board and give me a decent ride, and we got one on Loving a Boom. Lucky enough to capitalise, and now we've got another one here on Cordyceps Six. So hopefully we can make it two from two.
Zach, Lucky Express will line up in the feature race this Thursday, the Chinese New Year Cup, and he looks to be a horse with a great chance in the race.
Yeah, for sure. He's a little bit tricky to ride in the fact that, he's not the cleanest out of the gates all the time, and he's just got that short sprint, so you've got to try and time your run as best you can. And I think this race sets up pretty well for him. He should get a nice run off the back of a little bit of pressure and just try and come when it matters.
Obviously, you didn't ride him last time, but he chased a good one in Healthy Happy. So a line of form coming through that Group 3 certainly would be strong enough for a race like this.
Yeah, he did what he can do. He loomed at the 200 and then didn't quite close it off, and that's the tough part to get right with him. But the form out of the race is quite solid, so he's just got to try and repeat that performance.
John has tried him over the mile. Obviously, 14 would clearly be his best trip. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. 12 to 1400 metres I think is suitable for him. The problem with 12 is he's not the best out of the gates, and he can get a little bit far back, and he's coming home a little bit too late. In the 1400, he only just seems to run it out. So a 1300 metre race would be perfect, but there aren't any here.
No, there certainly aren't. And just on the event as a whole, obviously, you more than anybody, having been here for a while, would understand the importance of owners having winners on this day. It's a huge day for them, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. It's a day that they all look forward to. They all want their horses to run, and it's a nice start of the new year if you can get off with a winner. So let's hope that that's the case, and then things can flow on through to the end of the season.
Caspar, Galaxy Witness lines up again on Thursday. Very impressive on his debut. How's he come out of that performance?
Yeah, he's come out of it really well. He's spent the last 3 weeks up in China since that run. Had a few bits of nice bit of work there, and gave him his final gallop here on Monday out of the gates, and he appears to be in good order.
Just on the subject of the gate, he obviously, understandably for a newcomer, first time out down the straight, he did jump that little bit slow, but he was able to muster, wasn't he, and really travel into it nicely.
Correct, yeah. I mean, obviously, as you start to rack up some rating points, you want to be getting a bit more quicker out of the pens and not giving too much of a start away, So hopefully he's drawn 8. I think the big danger is just drawn outside us. So for me, we'll just be where we're comfortable and and truck up and see what he's got in the last 200.
Yeah, Oriental Smoke, the horse that you allude to. At the Happy Valley trial, he looked very impressive around the city. So what was the thinking in taking him there, Caspar? Was that just a change of scenery for him?
Yeah, you just sort of, get them to switch on a little bit and, learn a bit more. Nice trip away from Sha Tin, You've got Chung Fa, you've got Happy Valley for a trial and a little jump out on Monday. So he's cherry ripe and ready to go to the races.
And just on the trip, was that the natural progression in your mind with a horse like him to always go up in distance?
Absolutely. I think in time he'll, I've always felt he's start off sort of 1,000, 1,200, and then we can continue to build him up, hopefully, to make him into a miler for next season.
Caspar, SENOR TOBA will line up in the final race on Thursday afternoon. A nice win last time over the 2,000 metres. How's he been since then?
Yeah, he's been good. The plan is, hopefully run a nice race here, and then he'll go to the 1,800 against his own age, and then God willing, go to the Derby a few weeks later.
What would you have done with him since that win, Caspar? That was the 2,000 metres. Is he a horse that takes much work?
Yeah, he's a nice horse. We've looked after him well, and he keeps progressing. Obviously, it's going to be tough. We've dropped him back a furlong. We've got a couple of nice horses there like Beluga and Tempest Express that look to be our main dangers, but this is a very progressive horse. What he does this season is going to be good for us, and next season when we'll see the best of him.
Just with the trip, was your hand forced a little bit, just given perhaps the lack of opportunities, or was 18 just a nice way to build him up?
Well, I didn't want to go to the Classic Mile with him, I just felt that looking at the program, this was a nice race. Leading into the next 1,800, and that's the way I'm going. I've decided to skip the Classic Mile and then go to the last 2 races of the series.